Mhm. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
See, I didn't realize that I have that the same thing that you have. I had it already down in my phone for meditation and things.
Mhm.
No, it's what I realized the other day. Are we
Oh,
live?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I think we are. Although it's not showing.
Sure. We have already people
Yes.
talking. Oh, yes, we are live. Hello.
Hello. Trying to advertise here. It doesn't seem to. There we go.
Did I close the... Yes, I did. Right? Yes.
Oh, where's the singer?
Oh, because that thing, you need to...
It was on.
It was on and then it disappeared.
Oh,
So
just recently?
yeah, you need to
Do it again.
turn it off
Turn
and
it
then turn it on again, and then, because it does that when you
Power
are
on, pairing.
It's pairing, and now you're fine. Don't put it next to the water.
Okay.
See?
Let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri
Disconnected.
Krishna
Pairing.
Chaitanya.
Connected.
Three.
Oh,
My
two.
iPad.
Okay.
No, so it's
All right.
not pairing with my...
Oh, it's my thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's your...
Come here.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
The lingua.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Caitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Caitanya, Sri Krishna Caitanya.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Nityananda, Sri Krishna Caitanya.
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Caitanya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hare
Lord
Krishna,
Caitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya.
I'm not very good at
Yeah,
rhythm
yeah,
dance.
yeah, yeah. No,
Very bad at continue with the rhythm.
we'll just practice.
Sí, sí.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Pardon. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. That's great.
Yes.
And then I can read your mind.
Yeah. Mind reader.
See.
All right. So,
Okay.
what should we read? What do you want?
I don't know.
Bhagavad Gita?
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
Well, I would say Lord Caitanya.
Lord Caitanya?
We'll continue there
Yes,
with
yes, yes.
it's like with your hands like that.
Really?
Is that okay? Yeah.
Wow.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
What would that mean?
Huh?
Like this with the hands like that.
That means all glories to the holy name.
Okay, good. Like he's floating and he's very
Really?
big.
Wow.
Yeah. And that has a halo.
Halo too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Amazing.
So nice to know we chant
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah, he likes it, huh?
Yeah, I know. Okay, very good. And Shanaki knows that already.
Yes,
See,
yeah. It's Sri Krishna
see, oh, yeah,
Chaitanya.
they know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll read about Lord Caitanya.
Chaitanya.
All right, let's see here. Look, some Chaitanya Charitamrita here. Let's see. This.
Okay. Remember that we have in 7:50. I have to go and change
Okay,
that, right?
7:50.
It
Okay.
was 7:50, 6:50, no?
Yeah, it's
1 hour.
It's 6:25.
No.
Yeah, but it's all right. 7:50.
no,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Okay, perfectísimo. That is the book.
It's the book.
Perfecto.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the
let's
one. Yeah.
see. Okay, we're going to read chapter 9, the desire tree of devotional service.
Okay, perfecto.
Perfect.
Perfecto, sí. Hands like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
very
Very
kind.
fortunate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can only see it's your fortunate because
Yeah.
it comes when you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why every people come here, they get a special gift usually. It's amazing. Some special thing happens, something. Like one guy he saw Lord Caitanya in a river, manifestation. We got it on video. I
That's
gotta show
nice.
it to you someday.
I
Let me know if you see it. I'll show it to you. Please fill my ears.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a
Of course,
greedy
of
girl.
course.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna go text 1. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual master of the entire world, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Mahaprabhu.
by whose mercy even a dog can swim across a great ocean. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is known as
Gorahari.
Varahari. All glories to
Advaitacharya.
Advaita.
Advaitacharya.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
And
going to go to
Nitananda.
Yeah, Nityananda. Yes.
Nitananda. You keep on doing this. I lost track.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
just get it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Sri Vaja Prakura.
Srivas Thakur.
Eso. In order to fulfill all my desires, I remember their lotus feet. I also remember the 6 Gosvamis, Rupa, Sanatana,
Raghunath.
Bhaganath, Sri Jiva.
Gopal Bhatta.
Okay, you say all of that.
Dasa Raghunath.
Okay. It is by the mercy of all the basis
All
these
Vaishnavas.
Vaishnavas and gurus that I attempt to write the pastimes and qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whether I know it or not. It is for self-purification that I write this book. Well, I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is a tree of transcendental love of Krishna, you see.
Mm-hmm.
It is gardener and also the bestower and enjoyer of its fruits. Yeah, that's right. That's why he's all the time here. Lord Chaitanya thought, my name is Vishvambara, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized if I can fill the whole universe with love of Godhead. Thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter and began to grow a garden in Navabad. Okay. Thus, the Lord brought the desired tree of devotional services to this earth and became its gardener. He sowed the seed of sprinkled.
Oh, sowed the seed. Sowed the seed. Okay.
Okay, seed and sprinkled upon the water of his will. All glories to Sri Madhava Vendapuri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. He's a desired tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service
first fructified.
What were you doing?
Huh?
Okay, I was here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you point there?
No, I'm going to talk. I'm going to say
Oh, okay,
something about
okay,
that.
okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. So this is very important.
Sí, sí,
See, all glories to Madhavendra Puri, the
sí.
storehouse of all devotional service. See, that's where it started. See, he was. It's like, where is this devotional service? Where is pure devotional stored? Where is prema bhakti stored? See, it's got to be stored in somebody. Just like I posted a guru in the Narayan Raj group, and he was talking about sadhu sangha. It's like basically what we're talking about.
The one
Yeah.
that you sent me today?
I don't know.
Oh, no,
somebody
no,
else.
no,
Yes,
I didn't see
somebody
it
else.
yet. Sorry.
Yeah, it's on my thing. And
Sí.
yeah, so anyway, everybody, they sometimes talk about this prema bhakti and sadhu sangha and everything, but see, I asked, I said, well, why don't you come on here and show us, give us a little peek at this prema bhakti you're talking about?
Sí.
But the thing is, nobody has it except here. See, so because the verses are talking about the storehouse. Well, where's the storehouse? Where's the
Yes.
person with this prema bhakti? Well, that was Madhavendra Puri, 550 years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah. So where is it now in 2022? See, or it just stays in the book, and they preach it. I mean, they talk, oh yeah, prema bhakti and sadhu sangha and all that stuff, but nobody gets it. Nobody understands it. And then, actually, in the same video, the person was glorifying that a Brahmin knows about the absolute truth in perfect understanding absolute truth, which is it's contradictory. Only the real devotee that actually worships the Lord in ecstasy knows the absolute truth, really knows. Nobody else really knows.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, anyway, we need to find the storehouse. And that's where it first fructified.
Mm.
See? Where's the fruit? Where is this fruit of pure love of God? Where's that prema, this ecstatic devotion? See, and that's where you
Chanting
can
the
get.
Lord's name, right?
Yeah, but in association with people with prema bhaktis. See, that's how it's transmitted.
All right.
Otherwise, people just chanting and they get some kind of liberation or something, but they don't get this prema. It's special. This prema is special, and very few people understand these verses because that's what the Krishna conscious movement is about. We
Yeah.
can't become conscious of Krishna without prema. Prema enables us to understand the glories of the holy name, and that's what makes the devotees ecstatic.
Mm.
Yeah. So go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, in him the seed of devotional service first fructified.
Okay.
So the see, it's in him first, and no guru put it in him. He came with it.
Of course.
See, and so from that fruit, just like any fruit in the world, it has seeds.
Yeah.
See, and the seeds go out into those other people, not just anybody and everybody, into those that actually listen. The seed goes in through the word, through those who associate with the devotees like this. See, and their consciousness is cleansed and uplifted, and able to also get this bhakti. Otherwise, you got to have the seed impregnated in you. Otherwise, this bhakti doesn't manifest. Nobody knows what it is. So it comes from the heart of one realized person who realized it into the heart of another.
That's so nice, right?
Yeah, it's so nice. And that's why there's purification involved first, because we have to be cleansed first so that the seed can sprout,
Right.
Otherwise it doesn't go in. Like when we preach the word, this word that causes prema, many can't receive it. It won't go in. You could feel it, like your word won't go in. See, because there's just no room for it. It's not time for them to get purified and cleansed, and they just can't handle it. That's why I was saying, if you go through stuff, maybe even a little confused and stuff, it's just you're getting cleansed, purified, so that more of this bhakti can manifest. Bhakti.
Wait. Should we continue with this beautiful text?
Yes, please.
Okay. By his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener, the trunk, and the branches simultaneously. Para,
Read that again slowly.
by his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener, the trunk, and the branches simultaneously.
Yeah, and that's how it's passed on. You know, when a devotee this fructifies, see, you become the trunk. It's like the guru, the real guru, is where the storehouse of this. This is where you get it. You
Yeah.
know, you're empowered with this. See, and then the gardener. See, you garden it.
Hmm.
See, and that goes when it's given to you. This seed, you're also you start to cultivate it like a gardener too. You know, you get some help, you know, and from the outside with the guru and the devotees, and then you cultivate it, and the seed grows, and then it fructifies into love of God. You can see these symptoms here in our sangha. You see devotees at different stages, and some it's fructified, you know, manifesting.
Mhm.
You see the fruit. You can see like in Lalita and others and Johan, it's fructifying this love of God. It's very beautiful. It's very different, very unique.
Hmm.
Okay? And so then you become the gardener. See, you've got a garden, and then you become like the trunk, an empowered trunk for others to get it. You become
Yeah.
a storehouse for it. Otherwise, this is how it's passed on. Otherwise, it stops.
Yeah. Paramananda Puri,
Keshava
Kesava,
Bharati,
eso, and
Ramananda
Brahmanand,
Puri,
and okay, Puri, and Brahmananda
Bharati.
Bharati, Sri Vishnu Puri, Kesava Puri.
Puri.
Come on, those
Okay,
names you
yeah.
need to
I'll
say
do it. I'll
them.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, thank you.
Okay. Krishnananda Puri and Nishinananda Tirtha and Shukananda Puri. These nine sannyasi. Oh,
These nine sannyasis roots, all
sprouted.
sprouted from the trunk of the tree. Thus, the tree stood
Steadfastly.
steadfastly on the strength of these
These
nine
nine
roots.
roots.
With the silver and grave Paramanda Puri as its central root, and the other 8 roots in the 8 direction, the tree of Chaitanya
Stood
Manaparabu
firmly.
stood firmly.
Yeah, it's got to stand firmly because in this world, it's always trying. The Maya is always trying to knock it down.
So, yeah, I know.
It's again, yeah, it goes against the tree, tries to suppress it because the Maya. That's the job of Maya is to hide the truth, is to hide God.
Yeah.
See, that's what Maya does. It's like a machine. It's got, you know, like that 2001 Space Odyssey. How it was trying to get to the computer to stop it, you know, and it was causing all these problems and obstacles. See, that's this Maya to keep us from this love of God. It's always working in that direction, and you wonder, well, why is that happening? Well, that's what Maya does. It hides the truth, and if you want to get out, you need where this love of God is fructified, and that person is a good guide. You know, they get you out, transcendental guide.
Yeah.
You know, without them, you can't figure it out. The Maya will always attack you this way, that way. Will some tricky way, and deviate you. That's why ultimately you come to the point you need help.
Yeah.
You need that assistance
I
from
agree.
Guru. Yeah.
I look like what Amy saying.
Oh.
She's very wise. I watched some of the guru you posted. It felt very dry. This knowledge is esoteric and hidden behind the words, only revealed and understood by pure devotee, the spiritual master, through ecstatic, loving devotion, and then passed on through attentive
Listen.
attentive
Yeah.
listening, very important. It's
That's
very good
great.
what
That's
she
great.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you post that on as a comment? over
It
there.
is a comment.
Yeah, but over
Oh.
there, let's get something going, man.
What
That's
is
why
already?
over there is on. I posted this video of a guru in the Narayan Raj group.
Oh,
Well,
right.
let's make some contact. Show them that you're
Yeah.
learning
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Show
Right.
them, and
Good
otherwise
point, yeah.
they don't make any contact.
Okay. That's
Yeah, I'm
very
talking
good.
to them too.
No, I know.
Yeah. It's not.
I'm just replying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just so you know, and
Yeah,
not just.
I know.
Yeah. So,
What? Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
I know.
talking just so
I'm
you
so
understand.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
understood.
I'm talking to them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And she says, "Okay, I will."
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah. So that this way we make contact with people, and they give them a chance to interact. Otherwise, we're like dust. They just don't like. Oh yeah, white noise. It not doesn't make any. It doesn't. It's like, and we have a very important message for them and
Sí.
everybody.
And
So they
everybody.
got to see that we exist. Otherwise, it's like we don't exist.
But
And
we do exist.
yeah,
like
exactly.
many people.
So yeah. So anyway, I thought it was an interesting thing to do, and you guys can also think about it. So great, good. Read on.
Okay. From the trunk grew many branches, and above them innumerable others. Thus, the branches of Chaitanya tree form a cluster or society with great branches covering all the universe.
Yeah, and see, all of that was in. So the Lord, see, first Madhavinda Puri started this, but he didn't. He didn't preach it widely. What
I'm
happened?
sorry.
What-
I just wanted to read Sachi. I'm
Oh,
so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So let's see. Is it here?
I'm sorry. I love it.
I think you got. Oh, yeah, there
There
it
it
is.
is. Oh, so
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
See.
Yeah. So first started with Madhavinda Puri, but he didn't preach it widely. See, and then then he had a disciple that had this prema that fructified in Esvara Puri, and then it manifested in Lord Caitanya, because it's like that's the line, the real line. See? And so the Lord popularized it. He brought it and gave it publicly, not just kept it inside. He actually just expressed this love of God and distributed it widely. See, and it formed a cluster, a society. And these devotees were all connected, but they're very different than anyone else. You had to be part of this inner circle. See, otherwise everybody's on the outside of it. It's like now, there's a cluster here forming of devotees. And so one by one, people are getting this, and it becomes a special society, just like there's a society in the
right.
world.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
No, just not. It doesn't need to be closed to a special society. It could be open to the
Well,
rest of
it's
the world.
open, but people have
Yeah.
to be part of the society.
Yeah.
See, it's not like this is the thing. It's like if you just you will be part of the society, and people don't come in and get purified, then they end up just bringing in their garbage into the society instead of getting purified. You have when you be this is very in Vrindavan is a very intimate place. Very what do you call it? The devotees are very pure hearted. It's not just for anybody who just come in and take over, and people. It just forms a society of sincere devotees. Yeah, I'll tell you, when you're around for a while, you'll see when insincere people come here, you see what it
Oh, I
is.
see that
You have to go through the purification, and it forms a society of sincere people, and that's wonderful. Otherwise, it gets contaminated, and that's why this line breaks sometimes. So right now it's intact because we keep it clean. It stays clean here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I shall try to name the foremost of the innumerable branches. Please hear the description of Chaitanya tree.
Mhm.
At the top of the tree, the trunk branches into two. On trunk was named Sri Advaita
Advaita Prabhu.
Prabhu. and the other Sri Nityananda Prabhu. From these two trunks grew many branches and sub-branches that cover the entire world. Um, Thus, the disciples and the grand disciples and their admirers spread throughout the entire world, and it is not possible to enumerate them all. As big fig what is that mean? Fig?
A big fig tree.
As a big fig tree
Yeah.
bears fruit all over its body, each part of the tree of devotional service bore
Yeah.
fruit. fruit. Since Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the original trunk, the taste of the fruits that grew on the branches and sub-branches surpassed the taste of nectar. The fruits ripened and became sweet and nectarine.
Nectarian.
The garden Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed them without asking any price. All the wealth in the three worlds cannot equal the value of one such nectarian fruit of devotional service. Not considering who asked for it and who did not ask, nor who was fit and who unfit to receive it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed the fruit of devotional service. The transcendental gardener, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, distributed handful after handful of fruit in all directions, and when the poor, hungry people ate the fruit, the gardener smiled with great pleasure. Lord Chaitanya thus addressed the multifarious varieties of branches and sub-branches of the tree of devotional service. Since the tree of devotional service is transcendental, every one of its parts can be performed the action of all the others. Although a tree is supposed to be immovable, this tree nevertheless moves. All the parts of the tree are spiritually cognizant,
Cognitive.
cogni-
Where is this? Cognizant.
cognizant, and thus they grow, they spread all over the world. I am the only gardener who many places. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? It would certainly be a very laborious task to pick the fruits and distribute them alone, and still I suspect that some would receive them and others would not. Are you falling asleep?
No, I'm
Oh.
meditating.
All
on
right,
it.
all right.
I can't say anything.
See, very good. Okay. Therefore, I order every man within this universe to accept this Krishna consciousness movement and distribute it everywhere. I am the only gardener. If I do not distribute this fruit, what shall I do with them? How many fruits can I alone eat? By the transcendental desire of Supreme Personality of Godhead, water has been sprinkled all over the tree, and thus there are innumerable fruits of love of Godhead. Distribute this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Let people eat these fruits and ultimately become free from old age and death. If the fruit are distributed all over the world, my reputation as a
Pious.
pious man will be known everywhere, and thus all people will glorify my name with great pleasure. One who has taken his birth as a human being in the land of India, Bharatavarsa,
Bharat
okay, should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. It is the duty of every living every living being to perform welfare activities for the benefit of others with his life, wealth, intelligence, and words. It's true. By his work through the words, an intelligent man must perform actions which will be beneficial for all living entities and this life and the next. I am merely a gardener. I have neither a kingdom nor very great riches. I simply have fruits and flowers that I wish to utilize to achieve piety,
Piety.
piety in my life. Although I'm acting as a gardener, I also want to be the tree, for thus I can bestow benefits upon all. I just see how these trees are maintaining every living entity. Their birth is successful, their behavior is just like that of great personalities, for everyone who asks anything from a tree never goes away disappointed. The descendant of the tree, the devotees of Sir Krishna Mahaprabhu, were very glad to receive this order directly from the Lord. The fruit of love of God is so delicious that whatever a devotee distributed it, those who relish, relish, I don't know how to say that,
Where?
relish,
Relish.
relish the fruit anywhere in the world immediately become intoxicated. The fruit of love of Godhead distributed,
Distributed.
distributed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is such a great intoxicant that anyone who eats it, filling his belly, immediately becomes maddened,
Maddened.
maddened by it, and automatically he chants, dance, laugh, and enjoy. Like when I go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Then Sri Krishna Mahaprabhu, the great gardener, sees that people are chanting, dancing, and laughing, and that some of them are rolling on the floor and some are making loud humming sounds. He smiles with great pleasure. The great gardener, Lord Caitanya, personally eats this fruit. As a result, he constantly remains mad as if helpless and bewildered,
Bewildered.
bewildered with his okay
Hmm? Oh, with his Sankirtan movement.
movement. The Lord made everyone made like himself. We do
Mad.
mad like himself. We do not find anyone who was not intoxicated by his san-
Sankirtan
Sankrita movement.
movement.
Person who had formerly criticized Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, calling him a
Drunkard.
drunkard, also ate the fruit and began to dance, saying, "Very good, very good." Okay. Person who had formerly criticized Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, calling him, I already read that. After describing the Lord's dis- distribution of the fruit of love of Godhead, I now wish to describe the different branches of the tree of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri
Raghunath.
Raghunath, always desiring their mercy. I,
Krishnadas.
Krishnadas, Nara,
Narrate.
narrate
Sri Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Charitamrita.
following in their footsteps.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
that's good. Yeah.
See,
Finish the chapter.
finishing the chapter number 9, right? Was
Right.
it? Yeah, good.
Yeah. It's a
And
great
it's
chapter.
finishing the devotion in English.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can hear it.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I can hear
Oh,
it.
56. Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, it's really great. We'll discuss this another time too. It's really interesting how this is distributed. It's exactly what we're doing. The Lord is empowering us to do what He did 550 years ago.
500, whatever years ago, and we are in the same
Yeah, the same page.
scenario.
Same scenario.
Like, amazing.
Hey, Christina, welcome.
Oh, Cristina. She always speaks to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
Sí.
Yeah. Yes. So she speaks Spanish, huh?
She does speak
Oh,
Spanish.
wow.
She told me she lived here in Playa for quite a while, and
Playa del Carmen?
sí,
Oh,
and she
really?
speaks fluent Spanish.
Really?
Amazing.
Wow.
And she wants to continue like speaking a lot, so she can never lose the
Oh, that's
Spanish.
great.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cristina. Yeah,
Yeah, great.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll end it here and call it a night, and we'll see you all in the morning.
Thank you to everyone that said happy birthday to me. I appreciate very much. Thank you. Bye.